Hey guys, Brandon here. I want to create this short video just to give you a bit more information and background on me and why I have decided to run to be California's next governor in 2026. Before I get into it though, I have 3 requests. Subscribe to this channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any future updates about my campaign and the Restore California movement. My goal is to produce a video, an informative, engaging video every single day. So be sure to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on those updates. Okay, let's get into it. So a bit more about me. Again, my name is Brandon Jones. I have been a California resident in total for about 14 years. I first moved to California in 2001, shortly after 9/11, to pursue a career in the movie industry. I got trained as an actor, and the movie industry didn't work out, but I got into children's entertainment, started a children's entertainment company in 2004 at the age of 24, and did that for about 12 years, grew it to the largest company in that industry in Los Angeles, and that company ended up being acquired later on. In 2007, I met my wife of now 16 years at an evening church service. We were married in 2009 in Sun Valley, just north of North Hollywood in LA County. And we have 2 teenage sons, 15 and 13. It's amazing how fast time has gone by. So being married in 2009, having a new baby on the way, being a younger entrepreneur, at that time we did struggle to make ends meet. And so we ended up leaving California for a number of years, going to Texas, as many people do, and even Missouri to pursue different business opportunities. And we came back to California with a strong call to serve the people of this state. And that call was answered in the form of me running for public office to be California's next governor. So in total, I've been a California resident for about 14 years. I am originally from Iowa. I grew up in a small town in Iowa. So that's my early background. So why did I decide to run for public office specifically? Well, as I mentioned, we came back to California, again, about 4 years ago at this point, because we felt, my wife and I, a strong call to serve the people of this state. And in 2023, I owned a national advertising agency, and that agency got acquired. And so I retired from my business career at the age of 44. And I was contemplating what to do next. Again, there was this call to serve. And initially, I had thought that it would be in pastoral ministry. I went through Bible college and seminary. But as the Lord would have it, those doors began to close in terms of opportunities to be a pastor somewhere in California. And as I began to consider really the strong need for leadership in this state, and as I began to consider my background in business, I began to realize that there was a very close match between those two. And just to give you a little more context on my business background, so over the last 20 years, I started 7 companies in a variety of industries. I've been a real estate developer. I own 3 real estate companies. Those companies focused on buying and rehabbing single and multifamily dwellings. We purchased and rehabbed about 100 properties over about a 6-year span. A lot of those properties were designed to house the homeless, low-income families and homeless people. So I've worked on the front lines of the homelessness crisis. I have seen exactly what works and what doesn't work. And so obviously homelessness is a big issue in California, and I have the solutions to homelessness to bring to our state. But that's just one area of business that I focused on. I already mentioned the children's entertainment company. I ran that for about 12 years. That company got acquired. I ran a national ad agency for about 15 years, so some of these businesses overlapped one another. That national ad agency got acquired by a larger ad firm out in Denver back in 2023, and again, at that point, I retired from my business career. In that time, over that 20-year span, I've had to balance budgets. I've worked with huge teams. I've led initiatives for multi-billion-dollar organizations. I know how to get things done. I'm an efficient leader, and I know how to bring people together, even from diverse backgrounds, who don't always agree on everything, to accomplish great things. And so that's my skill set, and that's what I'm bringing to the table in terms of running for public office. Okay, so that's a bit about my business background, but why did I decide to run for public office specifically? Well, as I mentioned, there was the call to serve. I began to see that the need for leadership in this state, the specific kind of leadership that's needed to address the specific issues that our state has, very closely paralleled my experience as an entrepreneur over the last 20 years. But beyond just the business side of it, my main driver to want to run for public office is because I love California. I love this state. I love the people of this state. Californians are some of the most hardworking, innovative, ambitious, kind people that I've ever met. So I love California, and I love the people of California. Furthermore, the issues that plague all of us, crime, homelessness, cost, environmental issues, public education, these issues are very personal to me. My children have struggled to have any kind of consistent experience with education. We couldn't send them to public schools because we didn't agree with a lot of things that the public school system was teaching. California ranks one of the lowest states in the country in terms of test scores. So the schools are literally failing our children. In some schools, there's pornography that's accessible in the school library. We just couldn't expose our children to that. And I realize a lot of families feel the same way, but also feel stuck in terms of not knowing what to do with public education. So that really strikes home to me, public education. Also the costs. As I mentioned, shortly after my wife and I got married, even though California felt like home, my wife was raised in Los Angeles, we just couldn't afford to stay here anymore. The costs just continue to get higher and higher. We've seen countless friends, many of whom were born and raised in California, that have decided to leave for other states like Florida, Texas, Tennessee, because they don't believe that they can make it in this state anymore. So it's been very difficult for me to see that in the lives of others, and also having experienced that in my own family. So the costs, the public education system, how difficult it is to own and run a small business in California. I started 2 companies in this state, and it's crazy expensive to run a thriving business in this state with all the regulation, with all the fees, all the taxes. It's very difficult. Another reason why a lot of business owners leave California for other states. So the point is, these issues that I'm fighting for, I'm not looking at them from an outside perspective. I'm looking at them from somebody who's been personally impacted by them, and I want to see real change happen, as I'm sure you do as well. So I am an everyday Californian. I experience the issues that other Californians face. I have the experience, I have the desire, I have the willingness to step up and lead this state into its next chapter, to bring back a sense of hope and prosperity and restoration that the people of California are longing for. So I'm running because, again, I love the state, I love the people, I have the experience. There's a perfect fit for this particular office. But I realize too that in order for real change to happen, it's not going to happen because we elect one political leader. Real change happens when the people of California unite, come together around a common mission to make California a place that works for everyone. And so that's why, in tandem with running for public office, I have founded the Restore California movement. The Restore California movement is a movement for you. It is a movement for the people of California to unite in order to restore California to a place that is safer and more prosperous for all families. So I invite you to join the movement by visiting restoreca.org. When you go to the website, there's just a place for you to enter your email, and then you click join the movement, and that's going to get you into our community and get you access to other information about the movement and about my campaign. So in summary, that's why I'm running. And hopefully this video gives you a little bit more of an understanding of who I am and my desire to want to see California restored. So again, I invite you to go to the website to learn more. Also, my campaign is going to be doing events regularly throughout the state of California. We're currently campaigning in San Diego. So if you're watching this and you're located in San Diego, or if you want to travel into San Diego, attend one of our upcoming events. They're free, they're family friendly. I am the keynote speaker at all these events, and it'll be an opportunity for us to meet face to face and for you to get more information about my platform, my policy positions, and also network with other like-minded Californians. So do that. You can find our events again at restoreca.org, and you click on upcoming events and you'll see those events listed in a way to RSVP for those events as well. So God bless you. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for future updates. Thank you.